Conditions not necessarily working out in their favor, at least not for the time being. Ooh, boom though. They're going to open it up onto the side there of Alpha 7. As we look now at Mula trying to find the opportunity, but BTR is going to stop them in their tracks as they secure another elimination. That is their first point on board. Now, Bumblebee getting ready to just come flying up the hillside. Is going to be Voin Donkey, the first line of aggression they will have to face as they look to gain the ground, gain the territory. The sprays are in, though, and there we have it. The first knock is in, and a quick conversion as well.
A quick conversion right in their numbers without even a single casualty. They're going completely haywire into the lobby. Look at Sleepy right now getting an elimination. Jingle face to face against Alpha 7's player. Carrillo in the front line, finally getting a headshot connected on Horda Esports' player. That's with the car, with the style, but after that, he's also gonna face that elimination by the hand of the rest of the players into the proximity. Horda Esports, another elimination to their name. That's 8, I think 9 eliminations. Yes, 9 eliminations so far. But down to the top 10 PR. Only 4 more teams. Even after this big of an aggression, this big of a disastrous gameplay from all of the teams, have survived, have just got eliminated. That's the 5th one. And still, with the 9 teams remaining into the match, it's going to be even more destructive.
Yeah, well,
location, there's still a lot of other teams that can actually push in and take those fights with them.
Yep, I mean, it's good play coming for you from A1, but let's see, will they make it? So far, it's looking pretty grim, as it is going to be Team Secret looking to join the party as well. Vampires, A1, Team Secret. I mean, pick a name, they've all been here. And another squad will fall, as it is going to be Vampire to make it out with 2 eliminations. Bigatron by Vitality, the next one down. Oh, no, there we go. A1 Esports out with 3. So we've said goodbye to 5 teams in a near back-to-back.
As soon as GK is going to get taken down, look at this. The momentum just completely broke off.
There's an interesting play coming through from our squads here. Frankie, the 007, going to try dip, duck, dive, and dodge their way through the spray down. Not quite sure what Team Secret's doing up on the hill. Maybe trying to tank a few hits here, as Octa has a good line of sight there, or rather had. It is now left the area. In the meanwhile, it's going to be Alpha 7 and Voin Donkey getting ready for a little bit of a something here. As you can see, Zeta now starting to push on forward. Horror starting to push in on.
But meaning Arena is down to the 2 players as it is. Alter Ego, 4-man, corner of the circle. They have the arsenal, they have their cars. Every transportation is for them. The Voin Donkeys. That is that
lobby. So you can see that.
Look, let's see. Inside the circle so far, stage number 5 is for Alpha 7, but BTR, the location that they have themselves on the top of the ridge, if the smoke dissipates, it's an easy vantage point against Alpha 7.
Yeah, it's all about those vantage points getting capitalized upon. It is going to be Mafioso now trying to just dip out of dodge as they quickly come through with that rotation. But again, a lot of carnage ensuing in the feed. Mafioso, unfortunately, not going to be making it out safely, as they will get picked on up. Now let's see whether or not Sinup can actually survive this. It is going to be
X versus Yangon Galacticos going head-to-head against each other in a tussle. The grenades are going on to the BTR and DRS side as well. The smokes have been deployed. Zamza has that M416 in hand, but there's a P90. There's a P90 to his opponent's hand, so it's definitely going to be a no-brainer whether you need to take the fight, whether you need to not take the fight. But BTR, they're not actually pushing. This is one thing that I'm looking at, is the fact that nobody is actually over pushing the situation. First off, they get the knockdown. After that, they decide to push. But Samdal getting a knockdown. This is the moment. JD, the last guy, is taken down by the BTR. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A 9 elimination to the DRS side. And they have been eliminated on the 11th spot. No point of the placement whatsoever once again. But Yangon Galacticos, down to the last 2 that they are as well, Look at the kill feed. Sem9, Talon, constantly going head-to-head against each other.
Yep, quite a bit of an exchange from both ends there, but for the time being, it is going to be Yangon Galacticos trying to hold it nice and steady. E-Arena now situated to their north. And of course, DRX coming through on that southern side, so this could be quite a sticky spot to be in. Alpha 7 not going to be making it past that 10th position as they too will make their way out of here. This is where things are going to get increasingly more challenging. The blue zone is going to be closed up in the next minute and 20 seconds. DRX riding the ridge, looking for an angle, looking for an opportunity. They want to get themselves a nice position to rotate on forward. Delta coming through with that dominance, moving into the vehicles, hopping, pushing for the zone. Oh, cheeky spray down as Axel lands a few hits, but not enough to do the damage. Here we go, a quick little bit of a trade-off now coming in between Horror and BTR. Both of the teams at the top of the leaderboard now getting ended before they can even secure a single placement points. Although a lot of aggression being shown.
I'm looking at one factor. First game, it was Horror. Second game, it was Alta.
Not reaching all the way across. A Flame needs to watch out because BTR is going to come in hot. That is yet another play for Talon down. Nia now getting a little bit of that heat as BTR starts to move on forward again. Kent coming through with that Mini 14, just poking into any pixel out of place. Full send coming through here from the rest of the team, but look at that hit or a Flame just about to join the lobby along the rest of their team. Now, down to the final 3 we go.
Final 3 it is. A 1 versus 4 versus 4. BTR 10 eliminations. In the front line, there's a Tribero Messi with the 4 players as well, and 3 of them having compounds to their name. Bigatron completely into the open, but they have like the better of the circle right now for themselves. Tribero Messi, the next circle, it's not going to be for these guys whatsoever, that I can say for sure, but so far, Giante, you have the opportunity to get a knockdown. Any one of the players from the Tribero Messi, if they can get that, he comes into the hashtag number 2 badly.
Yeah, well, of course, the time is going to run out very soon as we've got about 40 seconds left until we hit stage number 9. That is going to be the final zone. Bigatron by Vitality now looking to assert themselves across the zone. Team Messi locking down that eastern front. And this is where things are looking pretty grim now for A1. Their solo is caught in between a rock and a hard place. Fortunately, that shack can buy them a little bit of time, but not quite sure how much time they will be allotted here. Still, 9 eliminations now for Team Messi versus the 10 coming through from BTR. Someone is going to try and potentially pick up 5 additional eliminations, and this one Molly could end it all now for A1. Oh, Rowdy. Just trying to stay ahead of the Flames for the blue zone. Going to start bringing in a bit of a helping hand as it does find Delta, and it is going to be go time as the blue zone now starts to close on up. It is going to force the hand there of Tribe Messi. They will have to move into BTR.
Man, I don't even know how in the world did A1 Giante just survived over there. In fact, already survived. Now Giante just barely managed to survive that bullet, but not for enough, as 2 players get instantly, 3 players instantly get decimated right there of the Tribe Messi. That's 3 more elimination, 2 more to go. 15 elimination. A winner with a chicken dinner is loading, ladies and gentlemen, for the Bigatron Esports this time around for Drawless. Look at the right side. Look at the right side. There is a guy from the Tribe Messi just waiting out for you. But wait a second, did BTR just threw a grenade at their own player? That's exactly what happened. 1 player is down, and he is in really need of that revival as soon as possible. But Rowdy throwing the Molotov, the grenades, it's all going there. The stage is closing on as well, but let's see how BTR is gonna take this opportunity into their hand to get that one chicken dinner on the front line. The revive has been delayed. The revive has been stopped, and on top of that, that's 2 more elimination. It's a 1 versus 1 versus 1. It's a 3-way deadlock going around for all of these 3 teams. Molotov coming into the play. Rig still staying alive. The grenade going forward. The S12K 1897, in fact, is gonna get the connect. Gutka region going to the quarry areas. These particular locations are definitely going to be completely out into the open, so you only have your own car to get yourself covers, maybe a hovercraft that will come into the play if you want to have a decent amount of cover for yourself. But aside from that, look at Gutka. There's not just 1, 2, that's 3 to 4 different teams. But Frankie, you're on fire, you're lit, you are lit. But Terang also cooking a grenade, gonna throw near the team BTR's player. It's gonna go. It's not gonna get the connectivity. The player's still gonna be on the 75% HP that he is, but Secret's losing their player in a different location. Zarus alongside of Terang, alongside of Frankie. It's these 3 players, but Terang gets taken down. Zarus is gonna throw a in fact smoke grenade. He's gonna smoke the place up and move close, maybe near the BTR. But first, it's gonna be a grenade. It's gonna be a grenade and no connectivity. Oh my God, you were so close, but no connectivity whatsoever. TS Frankie waiting for the team to enter. There we go. BTR has not only just entered, they have successfully taken this compound almost for themselves. As one more player is low on HP, but the comes into the play, taking the 1 player down, but now he's the final hope. He's the only hope of the team, and they're getting pushed. Team Secret out of the match, and BTR with 2 decent eliminations.
Well, let's see. It's going to be Vinna being an absolute menace at this point. Overcroft also just getting in the way, trying to protect the player.
Northeastern corner.
That is going to be a pretty hot and pressured position to play from, but it's going to be Boom Esports trying to hold on. They do succeed as they take down Talon and managing to hold on to all 4 the players. But for how much longer will they be able to do that as the rush is going to come through? There we have it. BTR now moving into position, looking to capitalize. BRX also getting absolutely packed on up. Off they go. So the numbers starting to crumble. We only have 7 teams left. It's still going to be Boom. Oh, beautiful play there from Kent. Coming in with a drop shot, just making it so difficult here for Boom Esports to hold on. Now, as you can see, A1, they're going to be starting to ride that ridge as well. Trying to sneak.
Close to Wine Donkeys, and no connection whatsoever so far. But E-Arena versus Vampire, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. The grenade from the BTR actually connected towards the Wine Donkeys as well. Now the circle's closing on. You have to push. You have to go. Potato is the final hope of the team, and Wine Donkeys is Potato. He's going to throw the grenade. It's definitely going to hit a lot. It's going to do a damage, but not enough to get the player out. In fact, it's going to fuel Fedralis' urges to push, and he pushes. Gets that elimination. We're in the top 5.
E-Arena now managing to bring their 3rd player back into the fight, but they are outside of the zone. They need to find a way in. It's going to be Mormon, the next one to get dropped on down. It's going to be Firen opening the play onto NC2. And now, E-Arena down to a solo. Tony K going to try and hold on, maybe apply a little bit of that pressure, get a little bit more aggressive now onto the side of Mormon. Want to get that res in. Make sure that they have 2 players at least to move forward in this fight. But BTR, they're not going to sit around and wait. They're going to start to just apply themselves onto the edge of zone. U-High, though, is going to be the one to snag that finish. As we now see Sem9 up to 10 elims. BTR get the other elims. So both squads now sitting here with double digits and 3 players left to defend. So talk about a fair battleground. This is exactly what we are going to be looking at. But Sem9 don't need to get the whole squad into the zone. I mean, Kent, though, for BTR, has a very secure position all the way towards that eastern side of zone.
I mean, I love this. How E-Arena got divided by these 2 stage. Closing on 48 meters. Outside you are, Fedralis. Mulby is going to be taken down. Firen is going to instantly decimate the guy. He has been fully finished off. Fedralis also spotted. It's a knockdown, and down to the last guy they go. And it is. And I think, from what I can assume, Kent's location is also completely revealed out. So he can only manage to maybe get 1 elimination, 2 elimination maximum, but it is looking a very great winner chicken enough for the Sem9's as player. Behind the rock that they are, throwing grenades, coming up, it's coming, the grenade's coming, not any connection. The second one closes up, it's definitely going to be a damage. A Molotov on its way as well. Oh my God, the situation is going so intense. Grenade on the face, and into their own favor to the next phases. This is a big question, but so far it is a One Donkeys versus Bigatron on our screen, ladies and gentlemen. The parties, the teams are right in front of us. But oh my god, there we go. There we have it. That's one knockdown. Potato's down. It's a confirmation on Potato and one elimination to the name of BTR. Mountain Foster you finally gonna drop down, gets eliminated. The car has been blown into bits, so you can't even get out of this place unscathed. You have to drop.
No security just yet. E-Arena, though, gonna try and figure out what their approach will be. You can see E-Arena moving up. Ooh, BTR and Yangon Galacticos now also getting ready for a little bit of an exchange. Murnat trying to play that awareness. Trying to get their head on the swivel. Voin Donkey coming through with a push. The angles are coming in from all sides. And Voin Donkey will get themselves eliminated.
Yup, they did. Voin Donkeys out of the match as well. This is not looking good for them as well. Right here, BTR is also going to face the casualties, and in a single instance, it's... I mean, this definitely is going to be a very exciting circle. Northwestern shift going around, and every single one of the team is residing there. We can see 18 teams, in fact 16 teams joining into the lobby. And with this, now, slow and steadily, we're seeing the players are moving forward. The Arena is one of the teams that are pushing forward towards the sides, and there is the possibility, there is the chance of the majority of the time, Vampire Esports is finally going to be taken down by Arena as they're pushing. And to the last guy, Meowla, there is no hope. There is no chance that I can say. Look at those, the grenades, the sprays that actually came. It's 5 eliminations for Arena in total so far. Finally, Vampire's guy is going to get into the hovercraft. He's going to move away. He's going to get out. But that's the biggest mistake that he's going to face, that he's going to do. And in an instant, it's over for the Vampire Esports.
It might also be over for DRS. You can see Zem9 getting ready for full-on assault. RRQ thought they could come up and sneak a cheeky play. But also now having to pay the price here for trying to rush over the ridge. We do say goodbye to Yangon Galacticos as they are not going to be able to survive any further in the zone. BTR, though, are going to come through with their approach as they rush on in, looking to see if they can maybe find a few of those runovers. But now, Federal comes in, nice, closes it out, and that is it. DRS right out of here.
Beautiful, beautiful gameplay going around. It's going so insane, absolutely insane at this point.
And just poking into the side of A1 Esports.
They definitely are. They are poking everywhere. I mean, everybody is right now trying to poke something, trying to get some of the players to like actually over push on them, to take them lightly, and that's where they're gonna like start to shoot at them, get them taken down as well. But right now, so far, on our screen, Bigatron once again with the 4 eliminations to their number, not making any kind of moves, staying into the back line. The circle's not there with them anymore. One thing I can say for sure is the circle's definitely going to be the biggest threat for all of these players. As soon as they're going to try to move inside of that circle at this much into the open, the rest of the teams, everybody into the surroundings, there's 4 right now. One team move, the rest 3 teams will be shooting at those individual teams.
Well, let's see whether or not those 3 teams can get the job done, as it is a triangle of despair that we are going to be looking at here. Who will be the one to walk away victorious? We don't quite know just yet. But A1 and BTR are going to be focusing in on each other, and I think this is a golden opportunity for the side of DRX to pick up whoever remains. But now Bumblebee riding the ridge. Ooh, they already lose their one teammate. Crazy is down and out. Kent now rushing up in a smoking vehicle. Not the best way to get into zone, but if you have no other choice, you got to try and try. Kent getting picked up and blown to pieces. Federal are going to be the last one left to hold their name in this game. But there we go. The shots from Alpha 7 now doing quite a bit of damage all the way across the zone. Alpha 7 coming in with a different strategy this time around. Going to be looking to play a little bit more of the quiet game. They are the team to try and pick up whoever they can spot, and doing so makes this whole Western Front quite difficult to play on.
I mean, that is absolutely true. It's quite difficult right now to play on in this area, but there we go. Try Messi's grenade. One Donkey's in the front lines. Getting shot with those grenades, but at the same time, Try Messi's Gante. He's low. He's knocked out. There is no hope for this guy to get the revive. The survival is really looking grim at this point, but Trix, come on, you need to push, you need to go forward, get those elimination numbers for yourself. That's the 12th elimination that the Tribe Messi is going to have for the whole team. In the front line they come, take the fight. It is at one Donkeys, the last guy. The grenade is being thrown. It might do a decent number of damage, but Trix's own player, Giante, became a shield, a human shield for the guy. Amazing job, and gave enough momentum, just enough momentum for the players to actually get those shots connected, get that shot reset.